All right, everybody, welcome to Nerds of a Certain Vintage. As always, I am Patrick.
And I am Andy.
And we are here for our midweek minute for Wednesday, July 17th. We're halfway through Monstober in July.
Yeah.
It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, I think it does, actually. I kind of like something, this and that in July. I think it rolls,
Yeah.
but I don't know. But Monstober's been a little... There's too much stuff going on right now outside of the podcast.
Yes.
It's taking a little bit of the wind out of things. That's all it is.
Yeah, Monstober.
Monstober.
Yeah. And we're only... I think the problem is that we're really only like 2.5 months from the actual Monstober.
That's fine. We love Monstober so much.
We do.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. We could have a 4-month Monstober.
If it's got to be 3 or 4 months out, then the only thing we're going to have is Christmas in July every single year. And, and Christmas is hard enough to do.
No,
There's nothing specific about Christmas.
No, I'm not watching it.
I'm not watching more Christmas
The only
movies.
benefit for Christmas in July is you get to think about when it's cold again. And you're like, I would love it be cold. I like
97 degrees
cold.
outside and humid. I feel like I'm walking into a warm oil bath.
Yes.
Can't wait for Christmas.
It's like in Star Wars when they dip. They dipped R2-D2
into
the bath.
Into the oil bath. Yeah.
I don't know what an oil bath would do.
For those of you that don't know, that's what it feels like walking around in Virginia in the summer.
Yeah. What would an oil bath do for a droid?
And lubricate.
But there's still electronics in there that would get all shorted out, I would assume, right?
Well, no, I mean, there's a fire hazard. Depending on how much electricity is flowing, I imagine. But I don't know.
These are the questions. This is the hard-hitting questions that nerds of a certain vintage need to tackle.
Does oil conduct electricity in the same fashion that water does? Or does it just catch on fire?
I don't know.
That's the thing. I think the testing process would be really dangerous. So you know.
Well, he was the chosen one, so there was nothing that happened.
It was a special kind of oil. It was probably blue milk.
Yeah, of course.
It's blue milk oil.
Yes. All right. Well, anyway, this is our news and Pervews episode. Weekly episode. What kind of news? Actually, Pervews is what we start with, right? Actually, what are you drinking? I'm all flustered.
They kept you in work a little bit later. I'm having a Michelob Ultra. I had a Michelob Ultra Gold, I think it was, last time.
Now, that's not the one you said was it was like Coors Light was the best beer for carbs or something, right?
No, this is probably the best beer for carbs, 2.6. Coors Light is just if you're getting a regular beer, like a regular light beer, out. And mostly if you're trying to avoid fluoride.
That's the best one.
Yeah. Coors is a pretty good one. It's the light beers are lower in carbs, but they still tend to be like 5 to 7 on a regular beer.
Yeah, they're still beers.
These low carb beers are the ones that have like 2.6. But this is much better than the Ultra Gold. Has much more flavor.
Michelob Ultra Gold?
It was a Michelob Ultra Gold.
All right.
It seems a little watery to me. This seems a little bit more like a straight up beer.
All right. Well, I am drinking a Porter Rocker Radler.
The soda pop of beers.
Oh, yes. Man, it's a good day.
Delicious.
It was one of those days I
love sucralose.
I actually worked today. I had meetings starting at 9:30 all the way to 7:30.
Wow, almost no psych watch today, huh?
Oh, don't get me started on psych. We wait until Friday for the psych watching.
Yeah, don't think I can't squeak a little bit of psych in there.
Hey, it makes all the difference if you can do it at 15-minute intervals.
Yeah. It'll break up your work day.
It definitely broke up my work day.
Yeah.
Yes. This is where we talk about news and Pervews. We start with Pervews. I'm going to start, the big Pervoo for me, of course, was Captain America Brave New World.
Okay.
Did you see this?
I'm going to say yes.
The first look at Red Hulk?
I was just, yeah.
What?
I barely got enough Green Hulk. I mean, once again, they're rushing through shit. Now they're pulling out Red Hulk.
Oh.
And I get it. I don't. That doesn't make me angry about it because I know they don't have the rights to Hulk or some stupid thing like that. Like he can only be used in a group setting or something like that. This is some bullshit, Well, but I would love
corporations gonna incorporate.
I want Hulk movies.
Yeah.
You know? And I want some sort of more independent style directors and writers who will think of it as I want a disaster picture Hulk movie. You know? Because that's what he is.
Like kaiju?
Yeah, like he's a force of nature. Some crap goes down, he shows up, and he's going to bust the place up. I feel like that's where the Hulk sweet spot is, and people, they always soft pedal it because, you know.
Well, the Hulk's got to show up in this movie, don't you think? Like, if you got Red Hulk, what's Captain America going to do against Red Hulk?
They got... Who knows, man? Who knows?
He's going to pull out the kryptonite?
I predict it's going to be a bit of a disaster, but whatever, you know. But if they think they're going to get us Bruce Banner Green Hulk fans in our asses in the seat with a cheap trick like the Red Hulk, no. The Red Hulk was a later invention. I stopped reading comics before the Red Hulk showed up, and I know what you think of the multicolored Hulks and the Flash
Spider-Man,
the Flash family, and all the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Though I'll give a break to all the Green Lanterns because I think that's kind of cool. But
it's also like the OG. It was intended to be that way, and it's all like. We are a universe-spanning police force. Like, it makes sense for there to be lots of them.
Well, except that you get a little weird, like you have the jealousy ring bearers, and like you can, I have to focus my jealousy. I mean, come on, how do you focus your jealousy?
Oh, don't ask me.
Focus your envy.
I'm the least jealous guy. I could focus my ennui.
Your ennui? Yeah. I wonder what color the ennui ring is.
Oh, it's beige.
At best.
Maybe gray.
Yeah.
Could be a gray.
It's like a non-committal color of some sort, right?
Yeah, it changes depending on who's looking at it.
Yeah, it's sort of an off-brown. Yeah.
If you ask Paul Anderson or Wes Anderson, if you ask Wes Anderson, it's all just sepia tone.
Is it Paul Anderson or Wes Anderson or Paul Wes Anderson?
There's like
there's like 20 Andersons.
Yeah, there's a lot of Andersons. Those damn Andersons. They have a different word for everything.
I'm gonna go with Gillian Anderson.
No, listen, I think quality-wise, Captain America has maintained quality throughout the materials.
Yeah.
Like, aside from Captain America and Winter Soldier, or, whatever that show was. I didn't like
the show, the TV show.
I didn't think that was fantastic, but the three movies were among the three best.
It was
movies.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. There was no Captain America involved in that.
I think they renamed it Captain America and the Winter Soldier for the last episode or something, because by then he was actually Captain America.
Fuck that guy then.
Yeah. Fuck that.
And I'm not talking about the actors. I'm talking about whoever came up with that idea. Fuck that guy.
Well, I was
gal. I'm an equal opportunity.
Yeah,
fuck that person.
Yeah. Just say that.
So, yeah.
Just say they.
Fuck they guy.
Fuck they. No, I think
fuck that they.
I was hoping that was going to be more like buddy cop kind of show rather than what it became.
Than homoerotic show.
No, I wanted them to get into like mischievous adventures together.
Yeah. They tried to start a little bit of that, but
then you get Baron Zemo doing his little dance.
Mischief. That was the early days when things were going off the rails. So
Well, so what do you think of Harrison Ford as President? What's his name?
Ross.
President Ross.
Yeah.
There is no way.
President Thunderbolt Ross.
You think, like, did that ever happen in the comics? Did Thunderbolt Ross ever, like, he couldn't have possibly won the presidency.
I have no idea. Who knows? I don't, it's been a long time since anybody has put forth a military person as a candidate, in all honesty.
Yeah.
It's all lawyers and shit, or businessmen. So maybe we could use a military in there. Although, now that I think about it, no.
Let's see.
We got them already starting too many wars. This last thing we need is a military dude in there.
Yeah. Look at this. Thaddeus Ross, Earth 122. Come on. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. They're just pulling from all the other Earths to get what they want. So.
I don't think he actually won.
I get confused though. I think of his Lex Luthor being, because there's a lot of Lex Luthor being president. That happens in a bunch of more recent comics, but
Captain America won the presidency in some of the comics as well.
Really? Stupid.
That is stupid. Why do they have to have that in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that's just all dumb.
God knows what has happened to comics, man. I'm glad I stopped reading when I did. I probably could have got another good decade of good comics reading going on before it got turned into garbage. But
I think the best stuff that's happening in comics is in the lesser well known, like the ones that are from not the big two.
Yeah, Dark Horse has some good stuff. Yeah. Hellboy is once again still my favorite.
I totally dug the Ministry of
Ungentlemanly Warfare.
No, the Department of Truth. That's what.
Oh, Department of Truth. That was all right.
I like that story.
It went off the rails a bit.
Well, it started off the rails. It was,
Once again, the concept that if enough people believe it, it becomes true. Come on, man.
It's Tinkerbell logic. If you believe it strong enough, then it becomes real.
There's just so many sort of existential logical flaws with that it makes ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Suddenly there is an edge of the earth. It actually is flat because a bunch of people believe it. No. No, how does that work? I mean, the only way it works is if you have like multiple dimensions in which the rest of us who don't believe that it's flat we have our round Earth, but they get to live in their flat Earth.
Well, what's also
it's a little too complex.
At what percentage does this need to be? Does it have to be 50% plus
math?
1?
Do I have to do math to read this comic? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing math to read the comic.
Well, luckily they don't talk about the math. They don't do any of that stuff.
Well, it's all a little shady and sus and spec, if you ask me.
So who do you... Sus and spec?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's mid.
Get that list of the millennial slang terms up again. Yeah. So, yeah.
What do you think about Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross?
I'm fine with it, I guess.
Yeah. They did a nice job of explaining why he didn't have the mustache.
I'm fine with it, but the Millie's making a comment about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would there have been a better choice? I would bring
Sam Neill is the best. Not Sam Neill, Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I was about to say bring Sam Elliott back and make him like that. Like you've already kind of dipped into the multiverse thing.
Yeah, except I think of I think of Thunderbolt Ross as a little bit beefier. Like Sam Elliott seems a little bit thin.
He's a cowboy looking guy. Yeah. He looks lean and taut.
Yes. Not many men can pull off the big bushy mustache.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. That's why he was first choice.
Apparently this
has a Fat Baby Hulk movie.
I'm looking at the IMDb. They have listed Betty Ross. Who do you think the actress is who plays Betty Ross?
Well, it was Liv Tyler?
She was in the original. No. Was she in the Ed Norton?
She was in the Ed Norton one.
Yeah, well, Liv Tyler is listed as Betty Ross.
Jennifer Connelly was the original.
Yeah, well, we know about that.
In Fat Baby Hulk movie, it was Jennifer Connelly. So.
They also have Tim Blake Nelson listed in this movie.
Yeah, no, I heard the leader was coming back, so... Is that who we're talking about? Is that
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Are they going to make the Red Hulk a good guy?
Is that the name of the character actor?
Yes. Yeah. So are they making the Red Hulk a good guy?
Who knows? That there was a question I was watching. I saw the trailer secondhand through the Super Nerd show.
All right.
And because they were dissecting it, and making fun of stuff and various things, and they were wondering why is he red? And it's because he's a mixture of gamma and cosmic rays, which I find to be questionable in context since they haven't introduced the Fantastic Four yet.
Well, has any?
If they're even going to do an cosmic ray origin for the Fantastic Four, or
that doesn't make any sense.
Extra dimensional one. I don't know.
Maybe the Fantastic Four show up in this.
Shit.
Just throw them all in there.
I'm going to start cursing like Koreans do on the K-pop, on the K-drama shows. Gosh, golly, jeez.
Yeah. They have Giancarlo Esposito, but no listed character name.
Well, he's clearly Professor Xavier.
Is he?
He was pitching to be Professor Xavier.
Yeah, I don't think he's a Professor Xavier.
I don't know. If they shaved his head, and brought him as Professor Xavier, I don't know that I'd be as all that mad, you know.
No, listen, I think he would be a good Doom.
It's hard. It's hard to beat Patrick Stewart. That was the spot on casting of all time, man. And you know, now it's always about. Now it's going to be like who's good for second place as a Professor X.
No, I could see Giancarlo Esposito as Doom. Like he's got the right voice for it.
Nope. No.
Why
no
not?
Way. No.
It's all like the.
Well, he certainly does look Eastern European. I'll give him that. So you know.
Yeah, I think you're thinking inside the box.
I do that. I like to do that. I'm going to continue to do that.
So I'm looking at the some of the actors in this, and they've got some really interesting names.
Because the Eastern Europeans have so many great comic book characters to call their own. So no, let's make him. I don't know. What is Giancarlo Esposito? Is he from like Spanish?
You think he's Spanish? I don't know. He was born in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Okay.
To an Italian carpenter stagehand father from Naples, Italy, and an African-American opera singer mother from Alabama. Man, that's fantastic.
He's America in a nutshell right there, man. I knew there was some European, Italian or Spain.
This is the problem with
parentage, but
Radlers. They go down way too quick.
So you're gonna take Eastern European, one of the greatest Eastern European characters, and make him Italian.
Copenhagen.
Of course you would.
Yeah, he was born in Denmark.
He's an Italian that's Danish.
That's close enough. Denmark. Danish
is yummy, invented by France.
Sold in the room. All right, so I got to open up Citra Session.
I cut that out to be a TikTok. That little bit about the Danishes.
Good.
I just got to get my son to show me how to get on that.
Doesn't your wife get on TikTok? Isn't she like a creator?
Yeah, she loves TikTok, and she also is. I can't get her to show me shit. She's like, "Okay,
this is my thing,"
and then it never happens, you know.
All right. Well, I just opened up a fresh catch, Narragansett, the Citra Session that tastes like lobster.
It's got a touch of lobster in every can.
Yeah, a little drop of lobster.
That's not lobster. That's crawfish.
It's dropster.
It's got a little crawfish head in every can.
It's just so hoppy.
It's an IPA.
It's
really just sort of a pale ale.
Yeah. One of the things I see in this preview for Brave New World, Sam Wilson, of course, has his wings, right? Mm-hmm. He goes supersonic in this, in the wings, like just him with the wings. Like, I've got to imagine that would on your human body, that would be problems, right? Like,
well, Marvel has been hiring a lot of physicists to be part of the script crew.
So maybe if he had a full body suit that really supported the neck.
Maybe there's an Iron Man aspect where he clicks a button and then he gets that
exoskeleton,
that tachyon thing, where the little
maybe using some Stark tech.
The nanobots cover his entire body, and he can go supersonic.
Doesn't the government now own all of the Stark tech? Isn't that one of the things that happened in one of those movies?
I sure hope not. Sons of bitches.
Those sons of bitches. You can't trust those guys.
Think Pepper would not let that happen.
Well, she's a woman.
She is formidable.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Exactly. What are you doing? You're killing yourself over here.
So here are some of the names of actresses in this movie. Fwang Kubaki, Shosha Roquemore.
Huge fan.
Zoanna McKinstry.
She's gorgeous.
Well, Fwang is.
Oh, you have pictures, huh?
I do. Yeah. Fwang Kubaki.
She looks vaguely familiar.
Known for The Bike Riders, Better Call Saul, and Chicago PD. Any of those ring a bell to you?
Maybe I saw in Better Call Saul.
How about Josha Roquemore?
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. Zoanna McKinstry is a little bit aged. She's,
She's
what
would you say?
A nerdess of a certain vintage.
She's sophisticated.
Yeah.
She's attractive. I mean, I'm not trying to find euphemistic words. I'm not trying to show.
She has a great personality.
I'm not trying to do that. She is an attractive woman. I'm not trying to make a you googly over here. But,
you googly.
Yeah.
I gotta see what Liv Tyler... What do you think Liv Tyler looks like now?
She still looks great.
Yeah. Well, she's aging backwards, right? As one of the... Arwen in Lord of the Rings.
Not like that. But yeah, she's still very attractive.
Oh, she was in a movie... She was in a TV series, 16 episodes, called Harlots. She played Lady Isabella Fitzwilliams.
Why are you going on a tangent? You're getting a tangent for this.
Don't give me the... Don't throw the... Don't You're drop getting the a tangent on me.
Yes, you get a tangent.
All right, anyway. Other Pervews.
They had a little bit of actual anime footage for the Terminator anime.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks terrible.
It's not. I'm not interested at all.
It's funny, you know what? They say like it's an anime, a Terminator anime, but it's very much American style animation, which is not anime. American style animation is mostly garbage.
Somehow that guy's face has fallen off and he still has beautiful hair.
Yeah, well, of course. That's the last thing that goes on those Hollywood types.
Yeah.
So many preservatives in it. And drugs. But no, it looks terrible. I'm not watching minute one of that. But after that, a trailer came on, Monster Summer.
Oh, God. All right.
Fantastic.
I've not heard of this.
Mel Gibson. This is essentially... It looked like it would be...
Is it a monster movie, or is it one of those movies that has like, does it make you think there could be monsters in this movie, and then you go and it's like Syrian refugees? You know what I
mean? Exactly. No, it looks like
drowning their babies.
They don't show any of the monsters, but yeah, there's definitely monsters going on. But it's
what's it called? Monster what?
Monster Summer. And I thought it was a series. And I thought, this looks like it's going to be just as much fun as the first time I saw it when it was called Stranger Things. It's a bunch of kids. It's a throwback to, I don't know, 70s or 80s.
Yes.
But it's a movie. One of them gets attacked. He turns into... He's still alive, but he seems kind of zombified. And so they have to get the crazy guy in town that everybody's afraid of, Mel Gibson, to help them track down what's going on. And clearly there's something going around grabbing kids and infecting them, and and clearly there's some growling shadowy thing behind it all. So
all right,
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah, you know me, I love a monster.
Yeah. Monster Summer.
And Mel Gibson is he's not going to be in like a Blood and Honey. You
never know.
Yeah, well, I wish more of them would do a Blood and Honey.
Do I need to go on a Mel Gibson deep dive to see what he's been in recently?
No.
Oh,
we know he was in...
your mouth says no, but your eyes say yes.
They do not say yes. In no way do they say yes. He was in Boss Level. Wasn't he in Boss Level?
But Boss Level was like in 2019 or something.
Well, that's only 5 years ago. I mean, come on.
Boss Level was 2020. All right, since Boss Level, I'm just going to run through the movies that he's been in since.
You are uncontrollable.
No. I want you to say, like, you're saying, you just made the comment that he's not going to be in some crappy thing.
It's that ennui.
Yes.
That ennui is coming out.
That's why my computer is gray. So here's the things he's been in.
Okay.
Since Boss Level. And you can just tell me how many. I'll run through these and you just say, seen it, not seen it.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Force of Nature.
Not seen it.
Fat Man. I think that's where
that was the Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Seen part of it.
Dangerous.
Nope, I don't think so.
Last Looks.
Nope.
Panama.
No.
Agent Game.
Nope.
Father Stew.
I wanted to see that. That was a Mark Wahlberg movie. Yeah.
Hot Seat.
I do love a hot seat.
Bandit.
Nope.
On the Line.
Man, he's been making a lot of stuff. I didn't realize he was so active. I would be out there looking for more Mel Gibson stuff.
Confidential Informant.
Nope.
Desperation Road. 3 episodes of The Continental.
Yes.
Boneyard.
I would have thought he was in more of The Continental. I've seen the first 3 episodes, and guess which 3
he was in all 3 of those?
Yeah.
Does he get killed?
I don't think we finished watching the 3rd one, so I don't know if he got killed at the end of it or something.
Well,
he beat. Spoilers. Sorry, got to do it. He beat someone to death. I think with a golf club or something in the Continental, which is a big no-no.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, you'll never guess that he's in development for the legacy sequel, Lethal Weapon 5.
Ooh. I'm down.
You're down for Lethal Weapon 5? You're okay with Lethal Weapon 5?
Danny Glover's going to be
greatest movie ever?
Danny Glover's going to be like, I'm too old for this shit.
I'm too dead for this shit.
I'm too old for this. We're going to be like, no shit, man.
So is Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Did Danny Glover pass away?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm like, you're killing me here. Shannon Doherty just passed. Shelley Duvall just passed.
Yeah.
What's his name? The little guy that used to do the workout videos.
Oh, Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons.
The little guy who did the workout videos.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I got to see how big Richard Simmons is now. Richard Simmons.
Are we counting the fro?
Yes. The Richard Simmons Show. Richard Simmons.
Man, you are all about the tangents today. What's going on?
Definitely. I'm trying to figure out.
You're just trying to absorb information of any kind that you can.
Okay, so how tall do you think Richard Simmons was?
5'6".
Hollywood 5'6", yes. Birth name, Milton Teagle Simmons.
I love it. That's an even better name.
I would have gone by MT.
Yeah.
You think MT?
No, just Milton Teagle. Like, get rid of the Simmons. That's too bland. I'm Milton Teagle, baby.
Born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Mr. Teagle, if you're nasty.
Oh, man. He got to see his birthday. He was born on July 12th, 1948. He died on July 13th, 2024.
How old?
Well, that would be... Let's see, 24 plus 52 is 70.
That math. We've already discussed how much I don't want to do math.
Yeah. 76 years old.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Respectable age.
76. And one day.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Any other Pervews?
If you take one lesson away from that, it's don't do cardio.
That's what he was known for. Was cardio.
Yeah, it's cardio. Of course it was cardio. Are you saying he was not known for cardio?
No, he was known for
calisthenics.
Calisthenics. That's a different thing than cardio.
Okay.
He was mostly stretching.
Was he stretching? Is that what he was doing? Okay.
And diet stuff. Didn't he have those cards? Wasn't that the Richard Simmons diet? It was like a card thing that you. For some reason, I remember my mother being in.
I found him to be. I liked him. He was very entertaining, but he didn't seem necessarily as slim and svelte as you might think.
No, of course he wasn't. No,
he was a showman. That's what he was.
Richard Simmons diet.
I'm going to take that away from you.
You want to record? For some reason, I remember there being a box and you had cards.
You just don't want to talk about Monster Summer. That's all that is.
Well, what's there to say about Monster Summer?
We've said it all. You're right. It's all ridiculous. Been said. It's fantastic. It's Mel Gibson. It's monsters. It's kids. It's a period piece. Oh, that's why you don't like It's period piece.
Is that
a be an insect in here?
It looks like it's actually a
bee.
Is it a bee?
It is a bee. Nope, it's a bee.
All right.
Yep. All right. Well, we're just going to leave you be until you come over here.
For some reason, I thought it looks like a lightning bug.
It's got stripes on it.
All right. You sure it's not a wasp? You want to drop your short pants?
I don't have any short pants to drop, or I would. Nothing will drive away a bunch of yellow jackets. It could be a yellow jacket. Actually.
It comes back to the short pants.
The short pants.
I have short pants on.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Don't drop your short pants in my presence, please.
All right. Any other Pervews? I didn't see any other Pervews.
I watched the Nosferatu preview again. That thing looks kick ass.
Does it really though?
Well, it depends on if you like. Okay, so we saw Eraserhead, right?
Yes.
Moody.
We did.
Right?
Yes.
You were bored by it. And I won't say that I wasn't. Maybe. I was bored a bit by it.
I mean, it's a slow-moving movie.
Yeah, but there are movies, if they're done well, where they build that tension and they have that slow pacing that I just absolutely love. There's just something about them. They really cast a spell. And Eggers is one of those guys who knows how to do that. Now, I will say that the Viking movie that was, what was it, Macbeth?
Okay.
That he did a few years ago.
But it was something else. It was,
I can't remember what it was. But it was apparently the story that Macbeth was...
It wasn't Hamlet. It was like Hamlet.
No, it was It was Hamlet. You're right. It was. Yeah, it was the king that killed
Hamnet or something like that.
It wasn't. I wasn't anything like even close to Hamlet, but it was the story that Hamlet was based on, not Macbeth.
Right.
And that was a moody movie. It cast a spell, but it was too long, and it bored me. So it didn't quite work for me. But there are movies, and Nosferatu could be one of those because I like the story it's based on. So
right.
I think I would. It's one of those movies I would dig. I'm going to go 2 monster mugs.
Really?
Unseen.
How long is it doing?
I'm going to say 2 monster mugs. You're right. If it's 2.5 hours, it could be 3 monster mugs. Easily. Man. I'll be vomiting in the aisle. That movie was fantastic. Blah.
I gotta figure a way to get like more movies. I gotta do it. I gotta find something.
You just gotta. You're in a slump.
I'm in a movie going slump. That is true. Man. Good Lord.
Well, it's partly because like there's not a lot coming out that's worth watching and all.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind going to see.
That's a great one.
Well, no, Inside Out 2.
Okay.
Inside Out 2.
You have talked a lot about that, but once again, I never got to see Inside Out 1, so
yeah.
I'm not going to be
Inside Out 2 is one of my favorite.
I would go see Despicable Me 4 though.
Yeah,
with the Super Minions. The Mega. I think they're called the Mega Minions.
There's one like a lot. Like he's Rocky. Like I don't know.
I'd go see Bad Boys. Bad Boys from the critical drinker liked it. He said it's just what it's nothing like huge. It's not groundbreaking, but it's just what you want for an action summer picture.
Yeah. No.
See?
Not interested.
This is why you're in a slump, man.
Not interested.
You're not interested in seeing anything. That's a slump. You haven't seen Furiosa yet, have you?
Nope.
Man, are you interested?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Furiosa.
All right.
I mean, the last movie I went to a theater to see was Fall Guy.
Fall Guy. That was a good flick.
And that was because I was traveling or something. Like I went to a movie.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what's opening this weekend.
Yeah.
Twisters. You want to go see Twisters?
No.
Despicable Me Before. Quiet Place Day 1.
No.
Inside Out 2. Bad Boys Ride or Die.
No.
I gotta look.
Like I said, I would go see Bad Boys.
I think I have to look at Edinburgh to see what they have.
The good stuff.
Fly Me to the Moon.
Maybe. But you can tell I'm not enthusiastic about it.
Maxine with 3 X's.
Ooh, the porn star who tries to break into legitimate theater, and then there's some sort of serial killer thing. Or, I don't know.
It's rated R for strong violence, gore, sexual content, graphic nudity, language, and drug use.
All the things I'd love in a movie.
Yeah.
My God, that's Hollywood writ large, my friend.
Have you heard of this movie, Sound of Hope? The Story of Possum Trot?
I have heard of this movie. I do like some possum trot.
Depends on what I'm eating.
Well, it depends on what they're eating, really.
This is horrible. I mean, really, quite honestly, the next movie that I'm really excited to go see is Deadpool. That'll be the next movie that I'm really interested in.
What a summer this is for summer blockbusters, man.
Yeah.
What a load of garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like...
Is this kind of where the strike shows up? Is that what's going on now?
Maybe, yeah, because... But still, like... I mean, the only thing that's making any money is animated stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear Despicable Me is doing pretty well.
Yeah, as did Inside Out.
Inside Out 2 did huge, yeah, from what I hear.
Yeah. Let's see box office mojo.
Even people who are completely like disenchanted with movies will still take their kids to the flicks.
Yeah. So let's see the biggest movies, top movies of 2024. Inside Out 2 is already the top movie of 2024 with $578 million. You want to guess what the second movie is?
Garfield.
Dune Part 2.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
You want to know how much it's made?
Sure.
$282 million.
Not
so
bad.
It is 250. It's almost 300 million behind Inside Out 2.
But is that
this has got to be?
Is that just what it made in 2024? Was it released before the turn of the year? It was a Christmas movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
So
release date March 1st, 2024. Dune Part 2.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Man, March seems so long ago.
Yeah. So we got 3 of the top 5 2024 movies are animated. Mm-hmm. Inside Out 2, Despicable Me 4, and Kung Fu Panda 4. Yeah. We've got Dune Part 2. What is the other movie in this top 5?
Bad Boys Ride or Die.
No. It is a movie that we went and saw.
That's not going to help me out at all. I got that nerd of a certain vintage brain. I don't remember like 2 months ago, much less what we saw at the beginning of the year.
How about it's got a silent letter in the title.
Oh, is it Kong X Godzilla X?
No. It is definitely not either of those.
Godzilla X Kong?
It's not that.
Is it Godzilla Kong?
Yes, it is. How about this? Scarlett Johansson's best movies of her career.
I feel like we're losing the thread. We're going to have to wrap it up here.
I'm just saying, what do you think the number 1 best Scarlett Johansson movie is?
The number 1 best Scarlett Johansson movie is Under the Skin.
No.
What is the one where she's with Billy Bob Thornton? It's on black. It's in sepia. You remember that one?
No. Obviously, it should be Lost in Translation. Should be the best.
That was actually not a great flick.
No.
I don't. Sometimes I watched that on the plane coming back from London.
How about Ghost World? Ghost World's a pretty good movie.
Ghost World but I've not seen it, but it is supposed to be. So I will reserve judgment. I watched Lost in Translation, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on here, man. I'm getting the storyline.
You were half drunk on that.
I was not. I don't drink.
You were totally drunk.
No, too expensive. But
no, international flights you get that stuff free.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Man, I missed out.
Man, every time I travel... Actually, the last time I flew, I was... I asked I was on Air France, and they come by, and they're like, what would you like to drink? And I'm like, can I get a glass of red wine? Because I don't like the bubbles in the beer. So I'm like,
right.
can I get a glass?
Yeah.
And so they give you a bottle, a little bottle of red wine.
Go cool.
And she asks me, would you like some champagne as well? And I was like, well, of course I'd like some champagne. Why wouldn't I want some champagne?
You talked me into it. Nice on the hard sell.
and so right after, and all of this is free. They're just handing it to you. And afterwards, after the meal, they're like walking by, and they're like, would you like something else to drink? I'm like, I would like another glass of red wine if I could. And they give me another little bottle of red wine. And she says, would you like some cognac? And I'm like, of course I'd like some cognac. Air France is the best.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to fly me some Air France.
Well, here's the thing. Best, according to Giant Freaking Robot.
Okay. To some person on Giant Freaking Robot.
Yeah, this is Rick Gonzalez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rick is the best,
The best Scarlett Johansson movie? Avengers Endgame.
I take it back, Rick. Can't believe that. Number 1, not a Scarlett Johansson movie. See, once again, just because you were in it doesn't make it like should be part of that list.
No,
they're legitimately Scarlett Johansson movies.
Yeah, they didn't even list Under the Skin.
I'm going to go with Lucy. I enjoy the heck out of Lucy.
Lucy's all right. Yeah. It's fine. It's all right. It's no Avengers Endgame.
It's got Morgan Freeman in it, man. Bite your tongue. Yeah, nicely done. When she calls him up and says, "I've read all your work," and he's like, "Well, have you really, young lady? I must have written." And she's like, "Yes, 2,623 pages." And then he's just like, "Are you sure?" And then she shows up on the television. And she's like, "Yeah, I've read them all." You know, and I mean, those scenes are just like they're kind of cool.
Yeah. I honestly, listen, we're getting into something. Mom, shut your phone. Like, don't watch any of this. I think, honestly, she is super sexy. Like, it's not breaking any ground to say that Scarlett Johansson is super sexy.
Yeah.
But she would be like a celebrity crush.
Would she be an addendum to the list?
She might kick some folks off of that list.
Of the three list?
Yeah.
That only has 3 on his list.
I'd have to like...
Guess how many I have on my list?
1, your wife.
0. That's right.
No, you have everybody on your list. You've already said that. Everybody in IMDb is on your list.
As you know, that was a joke, so that's fine.
I don't think it's a joke. All right, well...
my wife would never agree to that level of celebrity list. Yeah.
My wife understands because she wants to have her own list.
Hun, just so you know, if anybody is in Wikipedia, I'm having sex with them.
No, come on. Now it would be different if I was like, my list is like the hot next door neighbor, and like
that's a problem.
That would be problematic.
Well,
but
like, if it's gotta be some.
This is all wish fulfillment. Like she's like, my wife's like, Ryan Reynolds is on my list. I'm like, you go for it, sweetie. No problem.
Exactly.
If she said my wish list starts with like the hot UPS guy, I'd be like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I have a little bit of
a problem with that list.
Because we get a lot of packages from Amazon.
Number 3 on my list is Jim down at Home Depot.
Yeah. the way Jim wears his apron.
That's right. Jim at the paint counter. Man. With those half shirts.
Oh my god, nerds, wrap it up!
Not a moment too soon,
I know.
sweetheart.
Things could have gotten bad.
Oh, they did get bad there at the end. Alright, well anyway, the dame has spoken, so it is time for us to wrap it up. As always, I have been Patrick.
And I have been Andy.
The doink.
Doink de doink.
You guys are weird.